Hi lovelies, welcome. I'm so glad you could be with me today. Hope you're all doing really well. Can be doing the Twin Flame Tarot today. I'm sorry it's late today, guys. I've just had a really busy week. And my energy, I've got to make sure that's okay for me to do these. But thank you for being here, guys. We're going to be checking in on the Divine Masculine, the Divine Feminine. And we're also going to be what am I doing? Looking at obviously the message cards that we do here as well. But I'm going to do what each of you might need to work on at the moment, as well as how you perceive each other to be as well. Okay, so how do they think you're perceiving them, that kind of thing, as well as advice cards coming through. So let's get started, guys. So just close your eyes, take a deep breath, and let go. Very gently. And take another deep breath, holding in for 3. Holding it and letting it go. And I want you to put your hands close to your chest, like crossed over like that on your chest, on the middle of your chest where your heart chakra is. And close your eyes and take a few deep breaths if you wish to. And put your twin flame in your mind. Just see them in your mind. See their face. See them smiling. See them happy. See them light. No matter what's going on with you right now. And see that they're saying, I love you. Hear their voice. And no matter what is happening, I love you. And some of you might want to say, I forgive you. This is going to be a deep reading, I feel. So just be prepared in case it is. I feel it will be, but, I can't say for sure. But the love is really deep. And some of you have been dreaming of your twin, getting heaps of signs, like so many in one day. Sometimes it comes in so strongly, all at once, and then it just dissipates for a while. But, you're to know that they are there with you in the 5D. No matter what is going on, your higher selves are always talking, communicating together. And the healing energy is surrounding you guys by the higher powers. Know that you are always safe. Your connection is safe. Now, yes, I'm getting told that the karmic lessons have been very tough for some, and a lot of those are coming to an end. So it's a time for celebration after that happens. It's a time for renewal and a time to pick yourselves back up, and it's exhausting. But there is obviously growth. I see the butterfly, it's like that transition, the transformation. I see it as the phoenix rising. I'm still getting a tattoo of my phoenix rising because that's how I feel it represents going through those cycles, going through the karmic journey, the challenges, and being renewed and purified through that fire and rising from the ashes into a much stronger, resilient, healed being, and a wiser being. Okay, so I feel like a lot of you have a lot of wisdom to share through your own trials, through your own healing, your broken heart, your journey, whatever it is. Some of you might not even have that too badly. You might be going quite well in your life. You don't have as many things, dramas or anything like that, which is awesome. And it could just be that timing is off, whatever it is, there's just something that's not bringing you together right now. And once again, it's just part of the cycle. It's part of divine timing. What do you both need to still do, as part of your purpose here, that kind of thing. So we're going to get started. This is the Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine. So let's get the Divine Masculine's current energy. Whoopsies. Yeah, let's get the Divine Masculine's current energy right now regarding the Divine Feminine. So, yes, regarding the Divine Feminine, what is his main energy that he's sitting in right now? What is the main energy that the Divine Masculine is sitting in right now, please? Okay, so he's limited right now. There's nothing I can do about it right now. So he's not able to, for whatever reason, he doesn't maybe have the tools, the resources, the knowledge, the wisdom, the time, whatever. There's something just stopping him from, you know, getting to where he needs to be in this connection. It could be family issues, marriage, another partner, things he's dealing with right now. What's going on with this, please? Yeah, it's about movement forward here. He's possibly just feeling like, which way do I go? He's got to be determined in which way he's going. He knows he needs to take the lead and take charge towards things that are going to be good for his soul right now. We see the sunshine here, do we? It's like a sunflower or something right there. So he's trying to make positive choices here. He's trying to do the right thing by others, by himself right now. I want to get another information on that, another card. So that's the Cancer energy. It's marching forward or trying to, but he's limited in terms of what he can, how he can move forward in this right now. Yeah, look at that. So it could be for some of them that they are in another connection, or they just have to put focus on another person. So it could be a child, it could be a business partnership, it could be that he's still focused on the divine feminine, but he just, and still has that love in his heart for her. He wants to move forward towards this, but he cannot for some reason physically move forward towards this right now. So the emotions are there. The emotions are very strong. You are in his sight, okay, divine feminine. He is definitely wanting to share his cup with you, his cup of love, and has eyes only on you. But yes, this moving forward, maybe literally moving towards you, as in like moving in with you, or moving to be with you overseas or interstate or whatever it might be. Just even if you're in the same place and do see each other, he's just not able to do that right now. So there could be other things out of his control. Even if you haven't seen each other for years and there's just been no communication, you're in his heart. But he has this journey where things are just keeping him, holding him back, okay? So what is the divine feminine's current energy regarding the divine masculine? Oh, this is so sweet. Look, it says sweet. I love the sweetness of your soul and the taste of your kisses. So she is feeling, yeah, very good about him, very positive. She misses him. She loves, you know, she's reminiscing, or she's feeling, oh, look at this, the lovers. This is gorgeous. So I get a beautiful feeling with this reading for both of you. The main feeling is in her heart as well, this love, this partnership, feeling and remembering the sweetness of their love, the commitment here. So she chooses him as well. They're both choosing each other. So what is the divine masculine's feelings, okay, towards the divine feminine right now? What is he feeling? Oops. Relaxed when he thinks about her. I found peace again. So he feels like she brings calmness to his soul. But yeah, in times of stress, I'm under so much pressure. So there's things going on in his life he's not, dealing with, okay? And I think that he feels that whether they're talking or not, or have had many years, whatever your situation is, or if you haven't, you know, if you've been blocked or whatever might have been, things are just keeping this separated right now. The love is still there for both of them, and there's a lot of things, a lot of lessons, a lot of karmic stuff, a lot of challenges going on for him right now, where he cannot be where he wants to be right now. He might feel like he's hitting a brick wall, okay, at the moment. But he says, can we forgive and forget, surrender? So there might have been something between them, even though there's this love and it's really beautiful. There's definitely feels like that he's feeling bad about this as well. And this can be on a heart level, a soul level. It may not be something he's consciously thinking right now for some of you, if it's been years apart. But when he thinks of the divine feminine, he feels these things. All right, so he's like, can we please, you know, when I'm ready to come forward, can we please start again on a beautiful, peaceful way, you know, communicate in a peaceful way and really sit down and have a nice talk with each other. And whoopsies. And the divine feminine is feeling responsible. I need to start saving myself instead of everyone else. So she's starting to really, she stepped back and realized it just might have been things that she needed to work on, okay, within her own self. Let's see what she's doing with that. Yeah, it's like she's been the giver, the caretaker for so many others. Maybe did put a lot of attention into this and lost herself maybe along the way at some point. But because this is about how she's feeling for him. But she wants him to know that she is standing in her power, becoming secure and stable emotionally in her life, financially. She's being responsible. She's being grounded and strong in her life right now. And she's taking, responsibility, for any actions she might have taken in the past. She's taken action for her health and what she's been committed to along the pathway as well. She's been very committed and has a focus and direction in her heart right now where she wants this to be. And I feel like she has surrendered to whatever will be, will be. So let's see, what does he want to say to the Divine Feminine? The Divine Masculine says, sometimes I have to look away when we lock eyes. Our chemistry is so intense. So he's remembering if you've been for years without talking, or if there's challenges and just something's stopping you. He is remembering this. He might be looking at photographs and reminiscing over this stuff as well. And I want you to meet my family and friends. You mean the world to me. So that's something he thinks about, wanting to embrace her into his path, his life. And she says to him, can we just hold each other tight and kiss all night? Yeah, because she says, I love the sweetness of your kisses, see, and the taste of your kisses. So she wants to kiss him. She loves kissing him, thinking about kissing him. And she says, making love with you is so sweet and hot. I love this. I mean, it says sweet right here. So some of them might call their Divine Masculine sweetheart or sweetie. But she sees that it's such a beautiful experience to be with him, intimate-wise, or intimacy-wise. So let's have a look then at what else does he want to say. Because we're in a beautiful energy here. Divine Masculine says to her, you fill my heart with so much love and joy. And you are so sweet. Look at this. Thank you for being so compassionate. Wow, how beautiful. This is a beautiful reading. And the Divine Feminine says, every time I see you in my dreams, I never want to wake up. And I love everything about you. That's so cute. I love it. So he says to her, you feel like a warm home to me. And don't think I don't care about you, because I really do. So even though things have taken me on another pathway, and it could have been for many years, there might have been this pulling away or shutting down or being in another commitment or other connections, over time, or something's just stopping this from gelling right now. This is still, something you both hold deep in your hearts towards each other. And I feel so much beauty, harmony, sweetness, and shelter between us. So let's see what she says to him. You turn loose heaven within me, and I am taking my time. We have all the time in the world. So she's just carefree. Whatever will be, will be. She knows the love's always there. You are my treasure. That is so gorgeous. So let's see, what are the good qualities in the Divine Feminine does the Divine Masculine see? Okay, what does he really appreciate within her? That she's very experienced. She has knowledge. She's not, new coming into things. She's got some wisdom to her. And also faithful. So he really loves that she's faithful. Could be that she's experienced in her workplace, her career, being a family, carer, or somebody who is a mother. Whatever it is, he sees that she's very experienced at something, and she's been dedicated to something for a while. She's blossoming in her life. She's also very flexible, very carefree. It can go either way. She can go with the flow. And she's also been healing herself, but he sees that she's a healing spirit. I love that. And the divine feminine sees in the divine masculine that he is healthy. So she could be seeing that he has a healthy mind or a view on life. He might be looking after himself. Physically, spiritually, all those things. Analytical. So she sees that, and she loves his brain. She loves that he can really just try and fix things, and that he wants to know about everything, and really has this curiosity, okay, to work things out. Wow. That he's trustworthy. I love this. And also nurturing. He has a nurturing soul as well. One more. Whoops. Oh, there's a few more here. She sees that he's inspired, he's an inspiration, okay, and divine. So she sees his divinity. He's generous, he's also gentle, and that he's fortunate in life and understanding. So that's really beautiful. I might get a couple more for the feminine, from the masculine. What else does he see within the feminine? That she's very kind and helpful. So some of them are healers and carers, and hopeful in life, and also charismatic. How beautiful. So we're going to get some questions again. So what does the divine masculine actually really want right now? Am I doing that? Yeah, okay. So what does he actually want from this? Oh my gosh, guys. Commitment until death do us part isn't enough. So he is, in his heart and soul, committed to the divine feminine. I think that's just gorgeous. What does he want? He wants a new beginning. He wants this inspiration. Look at that, the King of Swords. He wants to have himself in order. He wants his life in order. He wants to come through with good news for her. So this is a communication here as well. Someone who's very practical, very analytical, very organized, has things in order, has a focus, okay, has that wisdom, integrity, all those things he wants to come through with her. He wants to do the right thing. He wants to come through with this a really beautiful energy and good communication with her. Excitement, you know, it's excitement. So yes, he wants that fresh start, that fresh spark, that creative spark as well, but it's also that chemistry. So he wants to be able to come in when he's sure, when he's definitely sure he can bring something into this. And so this could be something that's been a long time coming, you know, for some people who have had years apart. For some of you, it could just be, you know, that it's on its way very soon, but it's just things keep coming in, getting in the way. So what does the divine feminine want in this? What does she want in this connection right now? Wow, wheeze, that flew out in a really weird way. That's so weird how that happens. So I can see beyond the smoke and mirrors now, illusions. So she's seeing things very clearly. She has that focus. She's not swayed by anything. She really knows what she wants. Yeah, look at the owl. Is it the owl? Oh, is that an owl? No, it's not an owl. But anyway, it shows like a higher perspective. Do you know what I mean? So it's like the Page of Wands, so interesting. Oh no, this is the Page of Pentacles. I thought this was the Page of Wands. So this is what this is telling me as well, is that he wants to bring something of value. Okay, see the coin? He's holding it out. He wants to bring something of value, even, you know, money-wise, like financial stability, whatever it might be. He wants to show her that he's really in a stable position. But with this, the Page of Wands, she wants also that spark. She wants things to come to light. She wants beautiful communication between them. She wants to tell him that she is responsible, and she's looking at things maybe through a different perspective now as well. She's got really beautiful communication she wants to bring through. She's been juggling things in her life, but she's finding balance. I think that she wants to find balance, or she has been finding balance in her life now with new endeavors, things like that as well. Maybe there's been an adventure for her, travel as well in some ways. But she's really, the journey, okay, that she's been on with her healing and all those things has really helped her to see past illusions. She's realizing separation is an illusion as well. So let's see, what is the divine masculine going to do this month? What is his action towards the divine feminine this month? Or, no, hang on. Am I saying, yeah, this month. What am I saying? Maybe, yeah, this month. I feel like it's this month. What's his action towards her? Wow, wheeze. Oh my God. The energy is strong today, guys. It's very strong today. There's something just flew down. Hang on a minute. Oh my God. It's like impossible to grab them. I have to be a contortionist. Oh my God. Oh God. All right, here we go. He's wanting to come forward and ask for, you know, her forgiveness. Isn't that weird? Because in the very beginning we were saying, if you want to say, I forgive you, that's so funny. So he's wanting to come through with an apology. And it did say here, can we forgive and forget? Forgiveness is coming up again. So he does feel that whatever's happened between them that's kept it apart, this journey, whatever's happened between them that may have been painful, he's saying, can you please forgive me? He might even be saying sorry that I haven't been in contact much lately, you know, for some of you who are in contact. Or I'm sorry that things keep, you know, getting in the way. Wowies. Yeah, there's things holding him back right now. Might be some shadows that he's dealing with right now. He's been escaping maybe into some things as well. Could be drink, could be just addictions. Yeah, there might be something that he's just keeping, you know, that he's going to. It says he is going to. So it could be just things he's escaping and going, you know, into himself, withdrawing right now, trying to trust in his intuition with things. Could be things that he's just hiding away and doing that he knows is wrong for him. It could be overeating, could be anything. Could be sitting down watching TV too much. It could be that he's just not showing he's committed to this right now, even though he is. Some of them might be drinking or, you know, I don't really feel it in this, but some might have a sex addiction. You know, there's different kinds of addictions, gambling, whatever it is. Even if it's not anything like that as such, he just feels very tied down with something that he doesn't really want to be a part of. He wants to escape it, okay? So he may not be fully honest with you about things that he is dealing with and how he's coping with it. Some might be drinking. You know, and I feel like this is like the secrets here as well. So it might not be anything majorly bad, but it's just that he might feel ashamed of it as well. And he doesn't really want to, yeah, he might not want to expose that part of himself. So there is an apology coming, it looks like. Maybe he has relapsed. You know, sometimes people can relapse into things when they're not in a good headspace. And maybe there's something he is battling and trying to overcome right now as an addiction. The divine feminine, what action will she take towards the divine masculine this month? Oh my Lord. So she's going to be feeling, wow, okay, this is interesting, but this is very weird because she's actually in a good energy here, but there could be something that she's also picking up on, okay? So this is her now, but this month, maybe sometime during this month, she might be picking up on this energy, okay, that's coming in that, okay, he's being secretive, he's withdrawing even further. I don't know what's going on, and there could be some anxiety coming through. She can't sleep because she doesn't know what's going on, and I'm afraid you're not going to want to see him if you see the truth. So there could just be some insecurities coming up. This doesn't have to be necessarily massively bad, but there could just be some insecurities coming up about what is he doing and why is he doing that, you know, and not knowing what he's doing can sometimes cause issues, especially when, even if you're not in contact physically, like you can feel the pull, okay, them withdrawing, pulling back very quickly. And it could be something that, okay, not saying this is going to happen, but it could be something that's a trigger for the divine feminine in terms of, has he suddenly gone MIA on his social media? Like, why has he made his social media private? Or why did he delete that? Or, you know what I mean? Like, it could be just something like that that triggers her. Or why is he not responding to my texts when he normally does? Why did he not respond to I love you? You know, if some of you are in contact like that. Or it could just be some kind of trigger coming up for her. So what's she doing? What is she doing? What is the divine feminine doing? Because what's knocking her off kilter a little bit here? What's going on? What's she doing? Oh, look at that. My God. They both have the devil. Wow, guys. So there is something, and this can be temptation at times as well. Maybe she's feeling like he is relapsing. Maybe he's gone back to a karmic. You know, there could be this back and forth thing where she feels like he's going to leave her any day now, and then there's like going back to her or something like that. So it could be that for some of you, but she's definitely feeling these, like the darker shadows are coming up, the insecurities, the anxiety, not being able to sleep, or just thinking about things, maybe obsessing over things regarding it as well. So yeah, definitely not able to see things clearly, in two minds, not sure what to do about it. Should I reach out and message, or should I not? Should I just hold back? You know, there's going to be this insecurity, instability. So it's not going to make all this stuff come undone, what she's actually, you know, been doing. You know, maybe for some divine feminines, they're starting to take responsibility. They're starting to be grounded, but I feel like a lot of them have done a lot of work. This will not make it all come undone. It's just a trigger. It's also a relapse for her in terms of the hard work she's done. She might start to feel like, oh my God, I realize there are some things I really do need to still heal that I thought were healed. That's just nothing bad. It's just part of the journey. So what kind of shadow is the divine masculine going to be in? And this is not towards her in any way, perhaps. It could be just his own stuff. Shame. Oh, yes, there's shame over something here and why he feels the need to apologize. So there might be an action, or some action in the past is causing shame. What else? Boredom. So, yeah, he might be reaching out to things out of boredom and feeling shame about that. So what about the divine feminine? Oh, my Lord. Hang on a minute. Oh, I can't deal with this. Oh, man, it drives me nuts. All right, hang on a minute. Divine feminine, what's that devil energy with you? What's the shadow energy? Hostility and destruction. So, yeah, she's going to feel a little hostile. Things are coming up for her. She might be a bit angry. She might be dwelling on something, okay, and feel a bit destructive. Maybe she'll reach out for a drink or something. I don't know. She might send a text she regrets. Like, hopefully that won't happen. But yeah, there's something that could come up. It doesn't have to necessarily be a massive thing. It's just something that could still be there that needs to be dealt with. So the divine masculine's energy. And this stuff, whatever this is not overshadowing any of the other things we talked about, because that's very strong there. The love, the missing each other. The divine masculine is going through a transformation. So your relationship is evolving to the next phase, healing the inner child and growth. So this stuff is meant to happen for his own learning, for him to pick himself up and to also just learn from the lesson. Okay, learn and mature. Yeah, the snake, competition, enemy, clever, malicious, look over your shoulder, the other woman. So for some of them, it could be going back to somebody, could be casual sex, could be... doesn't even have to be that for a lot of you. It could just be that he's doing something to escape drinking, smoking, drugs, you know, just escaping the world and just becoming unhealthy again. So it could be something like that, that there's just something he's got to overcome here. And there could be someone else influencing him as well and taking him off the path of his hard work. The divine feminine... Look at that, twin flames, yin, yang, zen, balance, union, duality, coupling, complementing each other. So because there's going to be a trigger within her, like she knows they're twin flames, there might be something coming up regarding, if it's a strong enough trigger and it's causing a lot of shadows to come up, she might start questioning, is this a twin flame thing? You know, she might be quite upset about this. And self-indulgence. So focus on self-worth, time to heal, shadow work, look at that, self-appreciation. So she'll start to get back on track with that. She'll be aware of it. Might not be able to do it in that trigger or whatever's going on there, but she'll be aware of it. So yes, we're going to look at this card now, okay, as to what does she actually, or what does he actually need to heal right now. So what does the divine masculine need to heal? This could be part of this, okay? The core issue maybe. So what does the divine masculine need to heal with this particular thing? Magnetic pull, okay? So she couldn't resist him. It was as if his energy was pulling her in. Every fiber of her being was drawn to him and there was no escape. She belonged to him. Her vibrations came till the moment his body called, I should say. Helpless against the strong pull to each other, drawn to each other in a way that others cannot touch or fathom. Deep connection on a totally different scale. So it could be that he's, yes, I feel like he's running away from this as well, this strong magnetic pull that is drawing them together. He might be sabotaging, running away, knowing that he's not fully there yet, even though he really wants this commitment. He loves her. She is in his heart. He has his eyes, set on her. There's really, for a lot of them, no one else. But this could be a temptation with that devil card saying sorry, doing something secretly. It might not even be, having sex with somebody, but it could be texting somebody, sexting. It could be just checking out a dating site. I'm not trying to trigger you guys or anything. This is just something that can happen sometimes. I'm not saying it is happening. Just being aware that there are triggers that could happen here. It could be going back to someone who's pulling him in, okay, like a karmic. It could be anything like that, because there's insecurities here, all right? So it says, you or they might be insecure and find it hard to approach. We all have our own insecurities and imperfections, but this person might have extra that they deal with. So I feel like there's insecurities within him. He may feel ashamed that he's not where he wants to be, and he might have a certain view of himself that he's not a good person, he doesn't deserve the divine feminine. And sometimes when they think that way, they do tend to be drawn into things that are not necessarily good for their growth. It could be another person, it could be just an addiction, whatever it is, a way of thinking, a habit they're not breaking, because they just feel like they deserve only that. So that could be just what it is. And I'm not saying that he's off doing anything with anyone else, so don't freak out, guys. That might not be it. Only for some of you who know that your divine masculine struggles with that stuff or does have a karmic partner. If you know of that and you're aware of that, that could be what it is. But for the majority of you, I feel like he's just hiding away. He's doing things he's not really proud of. He's ashamed of. He's trying to overcome and heal. And it's making him feel worse about himself by dealing with things that way. So what is the divine feminine needing to heal? Regarding these shadows, she's also, and that might also be why she's becoming hostile and self-destructive here as well, because she might be picking up on something that's going on over here. So what is she needing to heal? What is the divine feminine needing to heal? Oh, the soulmate connection. He falls back into her, nesting his head against her. She is his peace. As he rests against her, she leans down and cradles her cheek into his, mirroring each other. They are one, two wholes that merge to create one, a whole. This is your person. With them you feel whole, complete, and your love runs so deep between the both of you. So that's a twin flame for sure. So I feel like she's healing that aspect. She's trying to realize that even though this is all happening, they are still together in the 5D, always connected. She's trying to keep that. She's trying to keep that in her heart, seeing past the illusions as well. And happiness, yes. Excuse me. She needs to find this. She needs to tap back into this and empower herself. Put her face towards the light rather than the shadows. So you make someone very, very happy. When they are around you, they feel brighter, lighter, and joy in their heart. Or maybe someone makes you want to get up and dance, swing yourself around under the sun's warm heat, giving a whole new meaning to glowing. And just a special message, okay, specific, I should say. Some divine feminines might be in a soulmate connection right now, or they might also, out of, it's like that... because of this, it's a cause and effect, okay, because she might be feeling this, whatever this pain is that she's feeling from this, she might go back to someone, okay, and feel that it's kind of even in that way, or that she's lonely and she needs somebody. So there could be someone else that she also is going back to, but it's not fulfilling her. That's just a specific message. But for the majority of the twin flames, the divine feminines, they are seeking happiness in their heart. They're trying to tap into that. Always together, okay? They're always together. So the divine masculine, what's going on with him? Trust your twin will find their way. Loyalty. So he's learning about loyalty right now. He's learning to be loyal to this connection to the divine feminine. And it's also telling him to trust that the divine feminine will also find her way in her life on the path. So what's the divine feminine's here? Facing fears, okay? That's facing fears, looking in the mirror, being able to confront things, the shadows, the things that need to die away, the things that are illusions even. You know, it did say illusions. She wants to overcome that as well, to break free from things that are maybe not even happening in her mind, you know. For the journey, let's see. So look at that. Karmic lesson for both of them. You are enough. So you are enough. This is a huge lesson. Whatever's going on here is bringing up things about your self-worth. So the divine masculine has a lot of desire for his divine feminine. What does he want to say to her? I have never experienced anyone like you. And your smile makes me smile. And I want to run my hands through your hair. The divine feminine says, you are all mine. And our love is passionate and pure. And I love how sexy you are. That's what I was going to do here too, is like, how is he perceiving her to be? From his higher self, how does he perceive the divine feminine to be? Oh, look at this. The goddess, okay? Beauty. He sees she's beautiful. He loves her. She's very loving. Sexuality's coming up. So this is who he feels he belongs to. Like he wants to give only his body to her. So even if there is something going on here, there's no emotions there really. It's just an action if that is happening. Also feminine power. So she is the ideal, okay, beauty in his mind. She is beautiful. She's a goddess. He feels very like he desires her. There's a lot of passion for her here. And he perceives her to be very, you know, sometimes she doesn't look very happy here, but, you know, he perceives even in her times of sadness where she is questioning herself, he sees the vulnerabilities and he sees that she's beautiful regardless. He loves her, all of her. And the divine feminine, I don't know what happened just then. What happened then? She sees that he's transforming, okay? Rebirth, renewal, being reborn, inspiration right here, creative. So she sees that the divine masculine has the ability to transform his life, has the ability to create things, to heal himself, to create magic, and be reborn, start afresh. He's strong enough, you know, that kind of thing here as well. Okay, so let's get some other things here. What have I got now? Yes, so I just want to get an advice card for the divine masculine and divine feminine. So let's have a look here. What's the advice card for the divine masculine right now? How could he deal with some of the things he's going through right now? Radical self-acceptance. You are perceived the way you perceive yourself. So they always say, you know, what we look at and focus on is what we attract. And I think what it's saying here also is that whatever he's going through right now, he just needs to accept that it's part of his journey. Okay, he just has to accept that it doesn't define him as a person. It doesn't define him. And it's interesting, she's like half nude here. And he might feel very vulnerable as well with his, you know, he might see himself as imperfect. He might see, you know, we did see that shame. So it could be that he's also really feeling that he's just not overcoming something right now. He feels limited. He feels stuck in that. He can't overcome something. So he's maybe internalizing and taking things very personally with that, and maybe feeling that the divine feminine is perceiving him in the same way that he's perceiving himself to be. So if he's feeling guilty or feels like a bad person for the choices he's made or is making or about to make, he may be perceiving the divine feminine, you know, as perceiving him that way, that he's a bad person, he can't overcome things, he's not doing good enough, he's relapsing or whatever it might be. So if he can just accept the fact that he's human at the end of the day. We are all spiritual beings, obviously, having a human experience, but it's just saying that we are in the human condition. We're part of the human condition. There are going to be what we call mistakes, but there's no such real thing as a mistake. because really what we see as a mistake is a lesson, and we have the chance to grow and learn and do better. So he has to be able to look at these things as lessons and say, next time I will do something, differently. And the 29 here is the 10-11. So it's about intuition. It's about being able to go within and trust in himself, trust his choices, trust whatever actions he might make or take is going to have a good outcome. So he needs to change the way he's looking at himself and see it that, okay, I am struggling with this, and that's okay, because tomorrow is a new day and I can pick myself up and I can do something differently. I can do something better. I can improve upon whatever it is I'm struggling with right now. So that's really important for the divine masculine. We've got the red here as well. We've got the feminine energy here. So it could be that he does feel very exposed and vulnerable to the divine feminine. He has a lot of passion for the divine feminine. And he needs to tap into his sacral chakra. Sacral chakra is coming through. But definitely his root chakra, grounding his energy so he can, stabilize himself. Also knowing where he belongs, feeling safe and secure and comfortable in his own skin. Where he's at right now, it might be very hard for him to do that if he's not really where he wants to be. But that's part of accepting we are where we're meant to be right now. So I feel like, that's basically what that's saying. And sometimes life kind of forces us to be in a situation or a position where we have to face things. And so that's part of that not running away that we saw with this 7 of swords energy. We can't run. We can only run so far until we can't run anymore. And we have to start facing things and looking at things and healing those things as well. So let's have a look at the Divine Feminine. What is her advice card regarding the hostility, destruction, I can't talk. Anxiety that she's undergoing, perhaps coming up here, her own shadows. Assistance with access. So number 10 here. It is necessary to ask for and accept help in order to receive it. So the Divine Feminines, I don't know what's happening with this thing right now. Excuse me, I'll just try and fix this thing. Hopefully that's better. The Divine Feminine, oh, look at this beautiful picture here with the key. It's like the key to her heart. It's actually pointing towards her heart chakra. And I feel like she needs to open her heart chakra to receiving love, receiving care, receiving nurture from others. I think there's been this real, and it's beautiful, independence. But sometimes taking control and responsibility, we don't always know the answers. We don't always know how to do everything ourselves. And so when we can't achieve what it is we're trying to do, we put a lot of pressure on ourselves. And then we feel like a failure if we can't achieve that. Now, she might feel that way because she's been working on responsibilities here, taking accountability for things, stepping into a healing power, an empowered feeling here. But when this other stuff comes up, okay, she's going to feel like all that's come undone, even though it hasn't. She might feel like a failure and think, oh, I've gotten in a good place and I've been working hard on myself and I've been going with the flow in this journey and sending my counterpart love, but it's not enough. I can't do all this by myself. I also need some assistance. So it says here, it is necessary to ask for and accept help in order to receive it. So it's important that she reaches out to her guides, her spirit guides, God, whatever you believe in, Divine Feminine. Your own inner wisdom, okay? Your own higher self. Your own unconditional love that you hold within. There is a part within us. The human condition is unconditional. Is conditional, I should say. We're always expecting something, or things have to be a certain way before we feel this way, or, it's kind of like that. So in the 5D, we have the unconditional love, but it's also a part of us. It's our soul. So she needs to tap into her heart and her soul, and ask for that inner wisdom, that guidance to help her how to navigate through this stuff right here. And it looks like she will, okay, because it does say happiness. She's going to be focusing on things that lift her spirit, make her happy, bring in that joy again in her heart. So it's really about focus, and it's about tapping into and feeling the love that she has in her heart for herself, for the journey, even all through the bad things as well. Everything's a lesson. And embracing those things all in one. Realizing that she doesn't have to be responsible for absolutely everything. Okay, she might not have all the answers right now, but to put trust in spirit, you know, to come through and help guide her. And the only way she can do that is by opening her heart, not closing down, not closing it or shutting down. So that's really important, that she still remains open-hearted in this and trusting and having faith, you know, in the journey, even though it can be very hard to. And just being gentle with herself in the process, and even asking herself, what is it that I need to do? What do I need to do for myself right now? Do I need to reach out to a friend? Do I need to go and get counseling? Do I just need to do a meditation? She just needs to tap into her own feelings here as well, and not be afraid to ask for help. Sometimes we can be a little proud. We don't want to open up to others and tell them what we're going through. You know, there's twin flame groups, things like that. You can reach out to others who are undergoing the same kind of things. So let's have a look here then. That's interesting, that came up for the Divine Masculine, sacred sexuality. He's got a lot of chemistry and sexual passion for the Divine Feminine. Something fell down. Where is it? So I didn't put an intention in here just yet, but it is saying soulmate, which is the twin flame energy here anyway, because I don't have a twin flame card in this, but, you know, he definitely sees it that you are his other half here. And there's a very beautiful, playful energy that he wants to bring into this. That fun, that twinkle in the eye, you know, that light-hearted, cheeky energy. So anyway, I'm going to put an intention. Divine Masculine. Look at that. Well, that's come up as well. But we got reconciliation, not this time. So he realizes the door is closed to this just now. But it is something he desires in his heart and in his soul right now. He wants this. He realizes the feminine is very sad. He feels her pain. He's feeling it. Even if you're not in contact, he is aware of it. Within 1 year, he's releasing things from his life. Okay, so within 1 year doesn't mean in a whole 12 months time. It could be tomorrow. It could be, you know, weeks away or months away. But he is undergoing this shedding of the old, because at the moment that's why the door's closed, because he needs to overcome something and let it go. The Divine Feminine, and that can only happen once he accepts something. So he might be in denial about something right now that he needs to work on. There could be parts of that that do come up for him. Because don't forget, there's that escapism, running away, not confronting something, but it looks like he actually will confront it, because deep down I think he really does want to overcome this. The Divine Feminine, what's going on with you? So yes, there's time out and patience right here. Wow, look at that. So she's, you know, I did see a flexible, going with the flow kind of energy with her. But there can be some stuff that does come up sometimes where you start to question, you know. But she's realizing there's patience in this, and she does miss him. She says, I miss you. So even though, you know, she might make out she's all fine without him, that kind of thing can happen. There's some denial on her side as well. So there's a mask she might be wearing at times. But there is this happy outcome coming in. So she might be doubting that sometimes. So let's get an idea. Just saying here. Did I get these cards? I can't even remember. Yeah, I did get the card, didn't I? Yes, I just couldn't remember. All right, let's get some stuff here. Letters and charms and things. I'm actually going to do the attributes first. Yeah, I'll do those first. So this could be to do with you or them. Okay, any of these things in here could be to do with you or them. Okay, got another one there. So this is the heart chakra. Both of you are learning to open your heart chakra and heal. Excuse me. Someone is a true leader and resolution. So someone wants to take the lead for resolution in this, and which will bring reunion. So that does show there is a reunion coming in here and a commitment. Look at that. So you are both committed to each other. You both want that with each other. Curly hair someone could have. We've got Egypt, and we've also got empath. Someone's an empath. You're tuning into each other's energy. Family oriented. We've also got coffee drinker. And traditional, they might be a traditional or have, person, they might have traditional values. They might want a traditional kind of like marriage if you are going to get married. We've got realist, someone who's a bit of a realist. We've got charming, 50 to 60 could be an age range, kilometers or miles that they are from you. We've also got rain, could be like a rainy day when you see each other next. It might have been a rainy day when you split, are separated. It could be that they live in a climate that's quite wet, tropical. Could be lots of rain that comes in. We've got tanned, so tanned skin. We've got introvert, and we've got a cat. Someone owns a cat. We've also got Cuba and salt and pepper. It's so funny when that comes up, because I think of salt and pepper hair, but I also think someone loves their salt and pepper. They may, put it on their food. And we've got drugs. So we did see a connection with addictions before, okay? So there was addictions. Bahamas could be somewhere they might want to go or they might live. Karmic. Yeah, there's a lot of karmic stuff still coming up here to be cleared. Could be a karmic partner someone might be trying to deal with. We've got a day worker. And we've got SA, which could be South America, could be South Africa or South Australia. We've also got movie buff. Someone who knows all about movies, loves movies. Weekend away, might want to take you away. If you've done that before, they're kind of reminiscing. We've got betrayal, okay, so someone does feel betrayed. We've got serious, so they're serious about you. They might be a serious person as well. They might drink, okay, it says drinks. Saudi Arabia, and we've got here short hair. We've got South Sudan. We've got a Pisces and a healer. And what's this one over here? Cheeky smile. Look at that. Get some charms here. Wow, they're flying out everywhere. We've got the key. Remember the feminine had the key? Key to the heart, opening her heart. And also looks like an Aries symbol right there too. So it's important. You both hold the key to each other's heart. Someone wants to cook for you. You could be a chef. You might have a homemade meal when you do, if you do come back together very soon or in the future. We've got the bone. So someone might own a dog, but someone could be like a dog with the bone, not letting something go at the moment. Because there needs to be that resolution and healing. We've got the telephone, so someone is going to definitely have a conversation soon. It does seem like there'll be a deep conversation here between you. We've got the commitment. Diamonds are a girl's best friend, as they say. So I definitely feel like there's an engagement or commitment. You don't even have to go through the whole marriage side of things. Some people don't really want to be married. But it's the souls, the commitment of the souls, commitment of being together in the physical. We got the tortoise, sea turtle, I always call it that, the sea turtle, which represents patience, okay, patience, maybe living overseas from each other, maybe living near the beach. It's a slow process, but it's good because that means things are done properly. You're not rushing in. We've got top cruisers. They might want to go on a cruise with you. They might want to do a holiday with you. They might live on an island. It says here, what does it say? It says cruises to the heart of Asia. So it could be an Asian connection here. We've also got the smoky quartz love heart. So your love is protected. You need to protect yourselves as well from any lower vibes, lower vibrations, lower energies that could be influencing or interfering with the connection here. Just cleanse your heart space. We've also got the baby bibs. So someone might want a family. You might have children together. We've got the bicycle. So someone might ride a bicycle. It looks like the number 9 there as well. So there's lots of endings and beginnings coming in. We've got the rose and the cross here. They might want to give you a rose. There might be a Christian connection here. We've also got, they're definitely cutting away from karmic ties. Somebody is, or both of you. I actually feel like both of you are. Sagittarius energy. Someone might play... what am I saying? You can't really play it, I guess. Be a part of an archery team. I'm going to get the runes here. Feeling a little bit puffed out right now. I don't know why. I've been a bit tired today, I have to say. Yes, this one here says, invites you to be optimistic, but nothing comes fast, okay? So since each happening has its own cycle, keep your trust and perseverance in this. I'm thinking that's what that one is. Yes, that's the one. So keep your trust in this and perseverance. And this one here, okay, I'm just going to look at that one. You may lose someone or something. You will rise from the remainings of old values. So things are breaking apart for things to come back together. Old values, things are going to change. Okay, so people are changing in this. They're transforming, especially the masculine. It shows as transforming from old relationships, old values, things like that. Now let's get some letters. All right, so we've got a T and a U, a Y, G, N, K, D, Z, A, J, F, P, and an I and a B. Okay, so if your person's initials have not come out, doesn't mean it's not your reading. It could be initials of a place they live in as well. So I got the name Dan. So Dan could be Daniel, Danielle, Danny. Yeah, I've got Jan. So January could be a significant time, or someone's name might be Jan. They're your biggest fan. Someone might actually have fans. You might be like an influencer or someone who's quite well known on your social media platforms. In your community, you might be quite well known or famous. You might have a lot of fans. They might have it. What have I got? Yes, there's a lot of pain in this at the moment. People are really struggling. Okay, you guys, divine feminine, divine masculine and feminine are both undergoing a lot of internal pain. And it could have been in some ways inflicted from the other. But I feel like a lot of it has to do with other issues from the past that need to be resolved within from other things, okay, that have happened in the past here. Childhood issues, past relationships, maybe there was a betrayal, it did say, in this connection. So it's about building trust, showing that you love each other. There's a lot to gain from this. I'm getting that. Gain. Someone is tanned. We do see the tan. Yes, and kind. That's beautiful, that kind. Did come up with the divine masculine, seeing the divine feminine is really kind. And you just have to be really kind to yourselves right now, and you're trying to find where you fit in the world right now, where you both are. How you're trying to find your way back to each other is by finding yourselves first. That is the key, okay? The divine feminine with her key needs to open up her heart and tap into her emotions and really know herself. And once she does that, she's going to really know the divine masculine as well. We already think we know them. I mean, we do. On a spiritual level, we really do know our person. But from the human perspective, we feel like sometimes it's so confusing and we don't understand them. And the only way we can really understand them is if we look into ourselves and try and understand ourselves as well, because we do mirror each other. And it says bind here, so you want to be bound, together in a beautiful way, like that hand binding, when you're getting married or your souls are committing to each other. Pat is a name here. Pat, Patty, Patricia. Reminds me of the Irish connection here as well for some of you. And Van, is there a van? Is there a V? I saw a V. I swear I saw a V here. Or am I dreaming? I must be dreaming. I thought I saw one. So Kat, Kate, Katie. We do have the name Katie. I've got a Y here. Katie. And they want to take you out for dinner. Someone's pining over you. I don't have an E, but I just get that word. Yeah, they are. They're missing you. Taj. Don't know why that's coming through. So I got the gun. So someone might do rifle shooting or have a gun license. They're gunning for you. There could be all sorts of ways of reading into that. Does someone have a pug dog? Got that bone right. Got a pug dog. Bug. Someone might call each other bug as in like a nickname. They want to bug you, like they're constantly thinking of you. Not pester you, but they they do want to like let you know that they are really thinking about you, but they're not coming forward. Someone's name could be Doug, Douglas. It's not spelt the exact way, but yeah. Yeah, they feel you like tugging at their heartstrings here as well. Okay, so we got a P, B, N, F, D, T, U, K, Y, G, Z, J, A, and an I. So I've got the name J, J, A, Y, K and J, J, A, Y, and K, A, Y. Faye. So I'm going to get some letters now, guys. Otherwise it's going to be too big a reading, but I want to get some letters. This could be your phone number. It could be phone numbers, destiny numbers in a birth number, birth dates, ages. Could be anything, postcodes, birth date, like year, year, birth year. We got an 8, which is the infinity symbol right there. Someone wants to get a tattoo or has a tattoo of an infinity symbol. And that's very significant. We got a number 2, could be born in 82. Or it could be house numbers too. We got number 5. And we got number 8 again. And a number 2. And a number 8. So 888, you could be seeing 888. And we got a number 7. And a number 3. I'm going to get 2 more. Oh, there they are. I've got 3 more. So we've got number 1, 2, and an 8. So that's, oh, wowies. So we got lots of 8s here and lots of 2s, okay, as well. My nail's getting onto it. 8258 2873 So that's interesting, the 2 and the 8's coming up a few times here, it looks like. So I'm just going to get one more last message from your person. Okay, so this is from the Divine Masculine to the Divine Feminine. What does he want to say? Last messages. Oh, look, he does want to come through with an apology. Yes, your feelings are correct. We are mirroring each other. So he does recognize that you're both undergoing very similar things, that you both need to heal right now. One more from him, please. And he says, open your heart. Isn't that so interesting? Because we were just saying about that with the Divine Feminine, with the key. She needs to open her heart. She needs to accept love. She needs to accept maybe even him if she's closing off subconsciously. Open her heart to this. And he's saying, open your heart to heal, to let love in. So the Divine Feminine says, I often think of our last intimate times together. And intimacy doesn't have to be, in the bed. It doesn't have to mean that. It could mean a beautiful conversation you had. Could be the last hug that you had, And I wish you were here. I blame myself. So there's something there she might be internalizing with. Whoopsies. Wow. And she says, mistakes are the soul's lessons. Look at that. What have we been saying? Mistakes are lessons. And your heart will heal. So she's letting him know that, whatever you're beating yourself up with, Divine Masculine, it's a mistake. It's a lesson. It's not a mistake. It's really a lesson, a soul's lesson, and your heart will heal in this. So beautiful, guys. I hope this has resonated today. Oh, my Lord, I can't speak. I think I'm pretty tired now. I hope you're all having a really great week, guys, and I love connecting with you. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video if you like to, and I will connect with you next time. Love and blessings.